So I welcome you, sir. Thank you for accepting the invitation and being in the session.
Thank you so much.
So
good evening to all students. Good evening to all. Wish you all the best at the outset before we discuss anything about the options. Wish you all the best for aspirations and good evening to all. Yes, ma'am, please.
So firstly, if you could please give a brief introduction about yourself and your journey of 22 years to the students, and what is your reflections on this exam in briefly?
Yeah. Guys, I am Ganesh, as you know, you would have read my name on the invite. I was also an aspirant between 96 and 2001. I gave attempts, and when I qualified interview and could not make it, and I started my own. Actually, I was teaching since 1999 as part of during my preparation as well. And in 2001, I started the Ganesh IAS Academy in Chennai, and we have been doing it for the past 2 decades. More than 2 decades, and we have trained more than 20,000 students, of which about 1,500 of our students are there in service in various services, including All India services, IAS, IPS, IFS, forest service, as well as foreign service and all. And we can proudly, with head raised, we can say that every subdivision in India will have one or the other officer, either selected through civil service examinations or through the provincial Public Service Commission examination. So we concentrate on these two. And as such, as Suman told, I specialize in, I teach public administration, governance, ethics, and polity. And I authored the book, Indian Constitution, Indian Polity, published by Pearson, as well as the Indian Economy Key Concepts book you must have come across. I am a co-author in that book as well. And it's also published by us. And when it comes to examination, briefly, this exam is basically an exam for smart people. What is told about this examination generally, or the myth around this examination which is built, is that this is one of the most difficult examinations, and all that what you need is to work very hard. And so coming to this exam part, let me get back to the groove. When it comes to the exam, this examination is one exam that requires more of smart work. And it was because of, it does not mean that you don't need to work. You need to work. You need to put smart work rather than a mere hard work. So, okay, fine. Then what is the smart work? We come to know, or we come across this term smart work very often. And you must have known about the 80-20 principle, right? 80% of the results come out of the 20% of efforts. And how to identify the 20% of that effort that is going to give you the 80% of the result, and how to get on there is the question, or it is that what you mean by the smart work. And second point, what I would like to tell you regarding the smart work is that this exam is basically an examination of techniques. There are examination techniques for competitive examinations. See, every competitive examination is based on techniques, which means we have a formula, we have certain techniques to learn, adapt, and implement. That's it. Be it prelims, be it mains, the techniques are more important. You have to employ the study techniques. You have to employ the question prediction techniques. Then you have to employ the writing techniques. It's not the skill of writing that matters. It's about the techniques, what you use to slightly tweak your presentation so that it will be it appears relatively better than that of your competitors. So basically, this is an exam of techniques. And one of the fundamental techniques of cracking this exam is about choosing a right optional. I say this is one of the important techniques in cracking this exam because you have to choose your optional that will suit you as well as the exam. See, there are many of the UPSC gives you a wide range of options, including the 27 different literature options. All put together, there are about 52 different optional subjects that UPSC places before you. The platter is full, but what are you going to choose? So normally what we suggest, coaching institutes and teachers and mentors suggest is that you have to go by the popular optional. The popular optionals are like public administration or sociology or anthropology or PSIR, political science and international relations, or literature of Telugu, literature of Kannada, literature of Malayalam, literature of Tamil. Then few like history, very popular one. Likewise, there are very few subjects out of the 52 are popular. And when I presented the list of literature optionals, it will be relevant only to those people who know that language. So if you remove the literature, what you have left is public administration, sociology, history, anthropology, political science, and international relations, right? Only these for geography. And to some extent, psychology. Max 7 subjects. And one more subject which is equally good is law. Again, that is a specialized subject, so I'm leaving that. To be very precise, law is one of the optionals where the success rate is very high consistently. But everybody, each one of us cannot opt for law. That's why we are removing law as well. So removing law, removing literatures. Now we are left with only 7. These 7 are the optionals that are suitable for this exam. That is the reason why they are called as popular optionals. Now coming to the point. What is this concept of popular optional? What do we mean by that, and why do you call few options as popular options? Are they scoring? See, these options are popular optionals because these can be studied at any point in your life. You don't require any background. For example, why did I remove law? Because law requires a law background. Unless you're a graduate of law, it will be difficult for you to understand law and then appear in an examination. So it will be difficult. The law has it has its own nature, its own characteristic feature. Whereas to study public administration or sociology or geography or psychology, you don't need any background. You can start at any point in your life and you can master the subject and you can appear in the exam and clear it. So that is why these optionals are popular. Why these are popular is because they are opted by most of the students. Close to 60-70% of the students opt any one of these optionals, namely PUBAT, history, sociology, PUBAT, sociology, anthropology, PSIR, as of now. Right? And then comes geography, then comes psychology and history. So these kind of optional subjects are the ones which are the 70% of the students, aspirants choose, and that is the reason why they are very popular. Because of this reason, in the past 40 plus years of this examination being conducted, the availability of material is ample, and there is humpty number of coaching institutes that you can rely upon. Dependable coaching is available, material is available. Because when it comes to writing answers, you need a mentor to review your paper, give you reviews about how you perform, help you improve, and help you improve skilling your techniques and employment of techniques. So that is the reason why these optionals are popular. So it is advised that you have to choose any one of these options. Now the question is, sir, I am a science graduate, I'm good at science, I'm a university rank holder, I'm an engineering graduate, I'm from IIT, I'm a top institute like NIT, Warangal or so. Why should I not choose science? Why should I not choose engineering subjects? Absolutely fine, you can. But the only problem would be that you may not have a gauging platform. For instance, when more number of students appear in a particular exam, more number of students opt for a particular subject, the material availability, as I said, is a market. So when there is a market available, obviously the materials will come. When a market is available, obviously the testing and other products related to the test prep will be available to you. Whereas when you're choosing a subject that is very specialized like engineering or science, you'll be left to rely upon your own sources. And secondly, you may not be able to gauge how many students are appearing. Only few in a particular locality, or you have to choose a locality where such students are appearing, and then you have to go there, settle and prepare. And you may not be able to get professional trainers who have specialized in civil services coaching who can mentor you. You might be left to rely upon your university professors who may not be. I'm not questioning their knowledge, but there are certain difficulties with respect to the university professors when it comes to mentoring for a competitive examination, wherein the subjects are diverse. So these basic fundamental practical difficulties you will face. when you are facing these kind of difficulties, it's better to go with the flow and choose a popular optional.